A shocking arrest forces the mayor of College Park to resign. The story next on CTV News tonight.
Mayor of College Park, who has now resigned, has been arrested on child pornography charges. I'm Katara Jones. I have all the details coming up on CTV News.
A local political figure is busted on child pornography charges. Good evening. This is CTV News. I'm Byron Scott. Shocking charges involving the now former mayor of College Park have come out today. CTV's Katara Jones outside City Hall with more on this developing story. Katara?
The mayor of College Park, Patrick Woyan, was arrested this morning and charged with 56 counts of possession and distribution of child pornography. Now, police say that they were initially contacted by the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children back on February 17th. An investigation reveals that Woyan had a social media account that had images and video of victims. Now, CTV had an opportunity to speak to some people here in College Park about the mayor's arrest.
You can't judge a book by its cover, but it turns out he was pretty weird.
Well, if he's guilty, I hope he gets convicted. Let the legal process take it from here, I guess.
Yeah, it's pretty messed up. I mean, I wouldn't want that as my mayor, especially going to school here.
Woyan turned in his letter of resignation last night, and it's effective as of today. Now, he has been the mayor here in College Park since 2015, and police say that this is an active and ongoing investigation, and anyone with information is asked to contact them. In College Park, Katara Jones, CTV News.
A spokesperson for the city of College Park says a special election will be held within 45 days, make that 65 days, for residents to vote on a new leader. Meantime, at a news conference this afternoon, Prince George's Police Chief Malik Aziz said the investigation into Woyan began after various images were allegedly linked to his social media account. As Katara Jones just told us, College Park Mayor Patrick Woyan was arrested and charged with possession and distribution of child pornography. Investigators say there is no indication he knew any of the victims or how long he'd been engaged in the activity. Chief Aziz had this to say about the investigation.
The image and videos had been uploaded to the social media account in January of 2023. Through various investigative techniques, PGPD investigators discovered the social media account belonged to Mr. Patrick Woyan. On February 28, 2023, Prince George's County police detectives served a search warrant at Woyan's College Park home. Investigators recovered multiple cell phones, a storage device, a tablet, and a computer. Following additional investigation, PGPD obtained criminal charges against Woyan, and investigators took him into custody early this morning.
The chief is asking anyone who may have information about any of these alleged incidents to call Crime Solvers. That number is 1-866-411-TIPS. Well, community members are disheartened to learn about Woyan's arrest. The former College Park mayor had worked extensively with Lakeland community activist Maxine Gross. They spent many hours on restorative justice projects for the historic African-American community.
In a lot of ways, College Park and Lakeland in particular, it's a small town. And I think when something happens, it's almost like it happens within the family. People that I talk with, everybody knows Patrick, or at least they, felt they knew him. They'd worked with him in the past, and from what you were able to see, he did a lot of good things.
And the City of College Park released a statement this morning saying effective immediately, Mayor Pro Tem Denise Mitchell will serve as presiding officer until a special election is held and the new mayor is sworn in. Well, Prince George's police are asking for help in locating a missing teen. She is 14-year-old Ariana Curtis. She was last seen Tuesday morning on the 4600 block of Dallas Place in Temple Hills. Curtis was last seen wearing a black hoodie, tan pants, and white shoes. If you have any information about her whereabouts, please contact police. Well, a Metro bus rams into a jewelry store in Wheaton, injuring the bus driver and 2 others. The crash happened around 9:30 this morning at the Jewelry Buyers Inc. on the corner of Veers Mill Road and Enalls Avenue. Investigators say the bus was involved in a crash with a van before it smashed into the store. No one was inside the building at the time. The driver of the van faces numerous charges, including making an unsafe lane change. And you're watching CTV News. I'm Byron Scott. More news in just a moment. Stay tuned.
I am so excited to play for a school I love, but I'm gonna tear my Achilles a year from now. I'll get prescribed opioid painkillers. When I run out, I'll use my friend's prescriptions. My family won't understand that I have an addiction. They'll lose what they love most. My mom will bury me with my cleats.
Opioid dependence can happen after just 5 days. Know the truth.
Welcome back. Here are the latest COVID-19 numbers for our area. The Maryland Department of Health has confirmed 489 new cases. The county's positivity rate is relatively low at 6.20%. 11 Marylanders have died of COVID over the past 24 hours, and 329 people are hospitalized with the virus. Well, the trial is underway for the former Laurel police chief accused of being a serial arsonist. 71-year-old David Crawford allegedly targeted people he perceived to have slighted him or his wife and then set their cars or homes on fire. Authorities say Crawford set a dozen fires across 6 Maryland counties from 2011 to 2020, 4 happening in Howard County, which is where the trial is being held. Crawford also faces charges in Frederick, Montgomery, and Prince George's County. Well, 2 men face federal charges in Maryland for an arson conspiracy targeting convenience stores. Stephen Kennedy of Temple Hills and Donnell Kelly of the district were indicted for conspiracy, commercial robbery, and other charges. Both defendants are 33 years old. The 10-count indictment says the 2 conspired to commit arsons at 7-Eleven convenience stores so that they could obtain cash at the store's ATMs. They allegedly stole about $250,000. They face up to 20 years behind bars. Well, the State Highway Administration launches Operation Clean Sweep Maryland. It aims to increase litter removal along roadways throughout the state, beginning in the Baltimore and Washington, D.C. regions. As part of the operation, SHA will be increasing its maintenance budget by 30%. Prince George's Delegate Nick Charles says while it's been a collaborative effort between the county and the state, more work needs to be done.
Executive also took the governor on a ride through some of the state roads to showcase a lot of the problems that we're facing with trash build up all over the community. And so that type of collaborative partnership, when everybody's coming to the table, drew a lot of attention to this issue. And that's why you see this 30% increase. Though we got this increase, we're not taking our foot off the gas. We're going to constantly have these meetings every month to continuously see where problems are and have the ability to hold folks accountable.
According to SHA, between 2015 and 2022, the state spent more than $60 million to clean up over 14 million pounds of litter. We have an update now to the plan to move Maryland's Trouble 529 College Savings Agency into the state treasurer's office. The General Assembly is now considering 2 bills to abolish the board that administers the organization and move it under the office headed by Treasurer Derek Davis. The emergency legislation would take effect by June 1st. The agency has faced intense criticism after parents who invested in the state's prepaid college trust were denied access to their accounts. And the works of 2 black female artists are on display at the University of Maryland. The exhibition is called Ringgold Saar, Meeting on the Matrix. The exhibit showcases the print works of longtime artists Faith Ringgold and Betty Saar. CTV News will have more from the curators about this unique exhibit tomorrow. Well, last week we previewed the Mr. Fries Man restaurant in College Park. The owners have been to the original Mr. Fries Man in Los Angeles. They say the fries are so good that they brought the franchise to Maryland. Producer Brianna Randall sat down with co-owner Portia Amofa.
We started off by going back to LA and we met with the founder Craig and his wife Dorothy and just had a conversation about what Mr. Fries Man was. We tried the food again with him. He didn't divulge too much, but he told us a little bit of his secrets and his story. And his story is what really resonated with us. Similar to me, grew up in Gardena, California, and was down to his last $400 and started this franchise. When he started it, I don't think he thought he knew what it was going to become, but he had a dream once it did start picking up that it could be the next McDonald's. One of our most popular customer favorites is the honey garlic shrimp and steak. So that comes with the honey garlic sauce, shrimp and steak, and cheese. Also our lemon garlic crab and shrimp. I will proudly say that I'm pretty sure no other location sells as much lemon garlic crab and shrimp as we do. DMV folks love their seafood, so that is one of our biggest sellers in this location. We also know that in the DMV area, people are big on mumbo sauce, right? So that's the one thing that we offer here that's not offered anywhere else. My first realization of how important it was to the people of this community to patronize Black businesses was when we first opened. I remember our grand opening weekend, we had tremendous success, just friends and family who came out to support, but there were a lot of people from the neighborhood who either came across us at a Target or something like that when we were handing out flyers, and we're just excited to see that a Black business is coming to this area. And we've been blessed to see so many of those people come back just because they want to patronize a Black business. So that's when I started to really look into it and really understand how important it was to the people of this community. And it's been a blessing to be a part of it, to be honest.
And Mr. Fry's is located at 8147 Baltimore Avenue in College Park. And still ahead, Simon Buggs in your Thursday Sports Page report. Stay tuned.
Hey everyone, Simon Buggs here, and coming up in a bit, the Capitals, UMD men's basketball team, and Georgetown men's basketball team all played last night. I'll be talking about the results of those matchups in a bit. Stay tuned. The Capitals started the month off right last night as they took down the Anaheim Ducks in overtime 3-2. Right winger Tom Wilson had a good game, scoring 2 of the Caps' 3 goals. Wilson's second goal came in the overtime period to help seal the deal for the Caps. The Caps have struggled this season as they are currently the 6th seed in their division. They are also just 3-7 since the All-Star break, but they will have a shot to put together back-to-back wins as they will face off against the San Jose Sharks on Saturday. Now for some college basketball, the UMD men's basketball team was beaten by Ohio State yesterday, 72-63. Better shooting in the second half and more points off turnovers contributed to the Buckeyes' victory over the Terps. This loss puts the Terps at 20-10 on the year, but the team has played well overall, winning 7 of their last 10 games. The Terps will try to make it 8 wins out of their last 11 games as they match up against Penn State on Sunday. And finally, the Georgetown men's basketball team continues to struggle as they were blown out by Creighton yesterday 99-59. The Hoyas are now just 7-24 on this season and are in last place in the Big East Conference. And that is your Thursday Sports Page. Simon Buggs, CTV Sports.
Okay, thank you, Simon. Let's now get a quick check at our 3-day weather forecast. Tonight, cloudy with a low around 38 degrees. Tomorrow, rain with high temps around 45 degrees. Saturday, partly sunny and breezy with temps peaking at around 56 degrees. Nighttime could go down as low as 37. Sunday, sunny with temps as high as 57, then dropping off to a low of 36 degrees. And that's our news for tonight. I'm Byron Scott. We'll see you tomorrow night.
When getting sick with COVID-19, everyone is different. Some health circumstances can put us at high risk of getting seriously ill from the virus. But if we're prepared, we can feel more in control. That's why it's important to know. Understand if you have high risk factors that make getting very sick from COVID a possibility, and then plan. Be ready. Stay on top of your vaccinations and plan ahead for what you'll do to reduce your chance of serious illness if COVID strikes. So if you're at high risk and you test positive, that's when it's time to go.